All right, iPhone. We got more iPhone stuff because it's iPhone time. It's the iPhone time of year. It's its own holiday.
Yeah.
You know, you have all the other holidays, depending where you are in the world. iPhone gets like 2 weeks. It's like a 2-week holiday where it's just all the tech news. You can't help it. It gets so much attention. It affects the entire marketplace. I'm looking at the analytics on iPhone-related content that we posted. It's global. I'll tell you what, Will. Yeah. It's not one region. It's not two regions. It's global. People want to know what Apple's up to, even if they don't want to buy the Apple product. They want to know what they're up to.
And then once they're released, that's another.
It's a whole
cycle.
It's another holiday. Yeah. I mean, they just do it big. They do it big. You saw the presentation. They do it big. Anyway, iPhone 12. It's been a lot of noise about nothing being included in the box. Apple here to save the world. Yeah. Apple here to ship you a slimmer box with nothing in it. No charge brick, no earbuds. You still have to buy the new phone that you don't need.
There's a lot of reaching there.
I'm reaching. This is body language.
Yeah.
We're going to save the world by you buying a phone that you don't need. But we promise we're going to waste less than we did last time we convinced you to do the same.
Yeah.
It's very complex. It's
simple in their minds.
It's very complex because you're marketing me a thing that you had to manufacture, pulling components from the earth, sucking them out of the earth, and then I'm supposed to turn my labor into the purchase of said thing, which for sure wasn't free for anybody. But then I have the satisfaction of knowing I saved the planet. Well, that seems like a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
I want that deal. I get to save the planet by buying things I don't need because those things that I'm buying are 70% less the volume than they were previously. Now, I'm not, Will, give me a break. You know, I'm just a guy talking, but I understand it's people on both sides. I see people on Twitter saying, it's like having a meal with no chopsticks. That's what I saw on Twitter. And it's a point to it.
Yeah.
There is a point there that it's kind of like, what is the user experience around the whole thing? Does it feel like the manufacturer went over and above? Did you have a luxurious experience, or are you opening? Is it because there will be people, for sure, there will be people that have not accounted for this. And there will be people. And then the other piece of it is how many people are just going to buy the accessory charger anyways, and then it's all the extra packaging there. Now you have a second item.
Yeah.
Now you need a bigger cardboard box. Now it's twice the amount of printing for whatever logo they put on the thing. So there's a lot of ways to slice this one. You can slice this one a lot of different ways.
Yes.
But it's complex. It's a complex pitch. I swear to you, it's not simple. It's not a one-to-one. It's not just, Apple saved the planet. No, it's not that simple. Because their whole mission is to persuade you to buy a thing that was extracted from the planet.
Yep. Well, maybe this is like a trend. You know that other manufacturers are going to do the same thing, right?
Yeah, they're all going to do it. Look, I don't care. I got power bricks everywhere. You know? And I'm sure there are people that are in that same position. They got power bricks everywhere. But I have to speak on behalf of the people who don't. And they didn't go with the universal standard. They didn't go with Type-C. It's still Lightning. And now people need a very specific Lightning to Type-C. And they need a very specific... And a lot of them are just going to buy the generic Apple-branded power adapter. So let's be honest about that, too. That Apple's going to get into the line item. Let's just admit it. It's true. You know, both things can be true.
Yes.
Anyway, I apologize. I went a little too deep on that. The whole point I was trying to make here is that in France, the iPhone 12 will actually come with earpods inside the box. Everywhere else, no earpods. France, earpods.
Interesting. So they would have to change the packaging?
That's right.
All for France, eh?
Yeah, so in France, they're real worried about radiation. I know Jack worries about radiation too, he says. What am I doing? Am I dying? I say absolutely. You're dying. And then he kind of, there's a frown and he shrugs. And he
walks
asks
away.
me about 5G. He's convinced 5G is coming to get him. 5G is the boogeyman. And I tell him, man, you're holding that phone all day long anyway,
Yeah.
whatever you got there. Well, in France, they're real worried about radiation to the point where they demand that a smartphone manufacturer would ship their device with a reliable headset so people wouldn't have to hold the phone to their face. So they at least have an option to limit face exposure to the smartphone. Pretty interesting thing here. French law now requires smartphones be bundled with hands-free kits or a headset in order to protect children 14 and younger from electromagnetic radiation. The government is not convinced that there are no long-term health problems associated with this in France. Now, the other thing they're doing in France is they're not happy about the 5G like Jack. They're trying to delay the deployment of 5G over health concerns and landscape blight.
Blight?
I don't know. Maybe it'll affect the appearance. I don't know. So they're a bit apprehensive about the whole thing. And the funny thing here is that Apple has no choice in the matter. Governments do, I guess, have that power. And presumably if they stipulated something similar, well, they tried. As you recall, they've tried on universal standards. They've had issues with Lightning in the past, the connector, because they've been saying, I mean, this is the same company who's going to save you from all the waste, who went out of their way to create proprietary connectors.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you're in France, you get a free headset. Don't know if you'll ever use it. You'll probably slap Bluetooth earbuds in and you're dead anyways.
Oh, very negative here.
Oh, man, it's funny. Anyway, you won't get those in any other countries.